Yeah. Walter R. Booth also made a significant animated film called
Yep.
Animated Putty, which I don't know if this is technically the first movie to use clay or putty for stop motion.
It's a little
Um,
difficult to tell just based
yeah,
on some of those older ones. But this is the first one to really significantly use it,
yeah,
or entirely.
um, yeah, and to really kind of draw attention to it that within the film it is meant to be clay, kind of.
Yeah.
Um, and it did. This movie did kind of send me down a rabbit hole over the actual word claymation, which
Ah.
I always thought was coined by Aardman, which is the company that made Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run,
Yep.
but it was actually trademarked by Will Vinton Studios, which was the precursor to Leica.
Oh.
And Will Vinton was a huge stop motion innovator. Although a lot of his stuff is commercial work, as opposed to like narrative film stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah, this movie definitely made me. It's the movie that every kid makes when they discover that stop motion is a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of just messing around with
Yeah.
it, but it's pretty well done. I think that it's basically just all of these like sculptures and faces being made out of the clay, and it's like you're seeing them forming. And the final product is like a very well done clay sculpture. Um, so well done that it almost made me feel like is this being done in reverse? And they like have like a nice thing that they're taking apart.
Whoa.
You know, I couldn't
Hmm.
really quite tell because like the way that it comes together is so clean and
Mm-hmm.
masterful in a way. That it seems like it would be more intuitive that they have like nice clay things that they're like mushing and taking apart, but I don't really know.
Yeah, that's. You might be right. I mean, it's either that or they're just very good at, you know, very quickly doing some very
Yeah,
intricate clay sculpting.
yeah,
Um, reversing something is always, I feel like, such a simple effect that people don't always notice. There's a lot of times, even in movies
right.
now, where it's like, how'd they do that? Oh, and then it's just like, oh, we just reversed it, and it's like, oh, of course.
Really.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't notice it in Frankenstein last year, so
yeah,